Welcome to JerAwards. Today, we're going to do our Season 1 recap of Angel. What does that mean? First, if you're new here, subscribe, daily content, yada yada. What does the recap mean, right? It's just me riffing for a little bit about what happened in the first season, and then we go into the main thing, which is the JerAwards, where we give out an award for favorite character, favorite episode, favorite moment, most heartbreaking stuff, yada yada. And then we do a rest in peace for all the characters that we wrote down that died. Here's the problem with Angel Season 1 and this list. There was some stuff that was so good, I stopped keeping track of the rest of it because I knew nothing would beat it. And then there's other things that just are no longer on my list, and my PC did a reset update and erased the stuff because I didn't save my file like a dipshit. And I don't remember exactly what those were because it was 22 episodes of television, and I don't watch it all at once. I watch it over the course of a few weeks. So, oh well, I say. Oh effing well. So here's what we're going to do. We're talking about Season 1 to kick it off, right? Let me pull this little thing up I have here. Season 1 of Angel comes off the heels of Season 3 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Angel breaks up with Buffy in the middle of a fucking sewer after having a conversation with Mama Joyce and is basically just, you'll never be happy. We can't have true happiness. Basically, and we can't fuck because I'm going to turn into a demon and things are going to get nasty. And I'm going to have to kill everybody because I'm going to be jealous. I've already been to hell once. I don't want to go back, yada, yada. All it was David did such a good job in his character. Joss was like, we can make more money out here in making Angel show, which I'm not sure if that's exactly what happened, but we do start with Angel. And we do get a banger of a first episode, City of Ellipses, ... City of Angels. He relocates. There is no Whistler, like that showed up in Buffy. Instead, we get Doyle. Doyle's a demon who just kind of has visions of bad things that happen. And from there, Angel kickstarts into a case by case show, much like Lucifer. Much like Lucifer. And we've already watched all of Lucifer. All those episodes are here and on Patreon. But yeah, the City of Angels, he's now just trying to help the helpless. He recruits Doyle and an unlikely additional ally in Cordelia Chase, who's now a mainstay in this show. She has not appeared in Buffy. I don't know if she'll reappear in Buffy. There are a few crossovers, like right off the rip in the third episode, we get a crossover from Oz coming over. Oz has more dialogue in Angel than he does in any of his stint in Buffy. We get introduced to a detective, pretty much Chloe Decker, named Kate Lockley, I believe. And we go from there solving cases. Solving cases. Cordelia finally lands a new apartment and she rooms with a ghost. Wesley, Wyndham, something, whatever the fuck, comes back into the fray as a rogue demon slayer, rogue demon hunter. He got removed from the Watchers Council and is now just floating about and somehow landed here hunting a demon that Angel's now also hunting. That leads to Wesley getting a job at Angel's Institutions of Services. We have a really good building up season until we get to Season 1, Episode 8, which is I Will Remember You. I'm going to talk about that at the end. Let's talk about the rest of the episodes real quick. Doyle sacrifices himself in an episode called Hero. The person playing Doyle, they said they had room for him to come back, but he had real life addiction problems that ended up taking his life a few years or maybe a couple months after his finale, which obviously he cannot return because he's fucking dead. But the guy, yeah, he dying in real life from addiction sucks. He was a fun character. I wish we would have had more of him because I felt his relationship with Angel was beautiful. That ends up translating into his vision powers going into Cordelia to give her more of a purpose, and that's in our parting gifts. We get some Sleepwalker stuff. We get a young Jeremy Renner. Cordelia gets imaginarily pregnant after, I think, a one-night stand, and just immediately gets pregnant. We get introduced to, don't worry, she's not still pregnant. She lost the baby. It's a horrible way to word that. We get introduced to an alien race whose external spine gives off pheromones to make everybody horny. That's one of the lowest rated episodes, but I enjoyed the character. It's just that episode I feel like it had no purpose at all. Uh, Angel gets put into a fighting rink. We get a movie superstar, A-list celebrity who sees Angel as an opportunity to make her into a vampire so she can be young and beautiful forever. Those episodes are all fine and dandy. We get Warzone, introduction of a character named Gunn, who's like just, the 2B version of Blade. We get Blind Date, and then we get an internal person flipping over to our side. And then last episode, there is a prophecy revealed about Angel. When I say internal person, the main villain of this whole thing is Wolfram and Hart. One of the guys' name is Lindsay. Towards the end of the season, he comes over to try to help out Angel and them, but ends up he does help. He does. They get what they need to get, and Angel ends up stealing a scroll. And then in the last episode, Lindsay actually conforms back over to Wolfram and Hart, gets a new promotion, and then Angel cuts his hand off with a scythe. So, what is the prophecy? Well, if Angel keeps doing what he's doing, he can eventually become human. He can get his soul's already back. He can become human and live out the rest of his days and die like a normal person, which is what he ultimately wants. What most supernatural vampires seem to want by the end of it is their humanity back for whatever reason. Now, a couple episodes I skipped over is the 5x5 and Sanctuary duel episodes, which introduces Faith again, which is a beautiful episode. Faith tortures Wesley, altering his character from this point forward into not a bumbling idiot, so he's kind of got some more groundedness to him. And at the end of that episode, instead of killing Wesley, she ends up in a fight with Angel, and Angel kind of lets her kick his ass, but he also fights back. And at the end, Faith crumbles into his arms, and she asks for help, which in Sanctuary, she's here seeking Sanctuary, trying to get the help that she needs, which brings Buffy into the fray, thinking that Angel and Faith are together, and Buffy and Angel end up having a confrontation, and they leave on a sour note again. And Faith ends up turning herself into the cops for the crimes that she's committed, and she's okay with spending time in jail. So, two really, really good episodes backpacked by the character of Faith. But there's an episode that I skipped that is I Will Remember You. I Will Remember You is our winner for favorite episode of the season by a landslide. Excuse me here as I'm a little pasty. I'm going to drag this over, make this smaller to help reduce some of the light. I Will Remember You is where I stopped keeping my nominations for favorite episode. It was episode 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and then we stopped at 8. And then I also listed 18 and 19, and I didn't list anything else. 18 and 19 are, of course, the Faith episodes. But episode 8 was Angel pretty much gets infected with some demon juice that makes him human, and he's able to live his life. Gets a taste of his prophecy to come. He gets to go out in the sunlight, and Buffy is there, and they make up, and they have sex, and he doesn't turn into Angelus, and Buffy sees the future. She's so happy this is the man that she loves, and Angel is so happy, but he realizes that if he doesn't have his powers, then he cannot protect Buffy, and he cannot protect the innocent, and all of these other things. So he goes to some oracles and asks to become a vampire again and asks for this ability to be removed from him. And they say that Buffy won't remember any of it. And he has a couple minutes to tell her, and she sobs, and he holds her, and she just wants a couple more minutes. This is the man that she loves. She asked if it would hurt. And next thing you know, time is warped. Angel is there. Buffy is there. This time, Angel immediately kills the demon without having to go into a big fight. Buffy storms off, just as mad as she was when she got there. And Angel has to live with the burden of having a perfect day and a potential perfect life with Buffy for the rest of his life. I don't know when that conversation is going to come up. I don't know if Buffy will ever remember that or if we just leave it there. But that shit is painful, hurts, sucks because they had it all. And now they don't. And that completely changes the trajectory of both Buffy and Angel for every single episode I watch because it's like, man, this could be this if only she remembered all this. Because now her being with Riley, she wouldn't be with Riley if she knew this. It even goes into their confrontation in Sanctuary with her saying she loved Riley and she was with the man that she cared about and that cared about her. And Riley or Buffy, Angel has to sit there with all of that knowledge about what happened in his brain, and Buffy knows nothing. And it's ass. And that's my favorite episode. And really kind of the recap of season 1. It's a case-by-case episode show. It's a lot of fun. Listen, I don't know how else to do this. This is not going to be like any of the other ones you guys have ever watched with me. I'm just going to reel these off. There's probably not going to be a lot of timestamps. Favorite scene was Buffy and Angel together for all of season 1, episode 8. Most heartbreaking scene was Angel having to say goodbye to Buffy, essentially, and Buffy saying goodbye to Angel as he reverts back to being a human. The funniest scene was Angel saying he doesn't dance, which was great because it just showed him fucking moving and grooving like an old man. Man, it's just sad. Favorite kill was Val Trepkos throwing Buddy across the red line in the fight pit in season 1, episode 16. My favorite kiss of the season was Buffy and Angel from season 1, episode 8. Favorite ship was Buffy and Angel from season 1. Favorite friendship was Angel and Doyle. I think the most underrated character ended up actually being kind of Wesley. Yeah, I think you could still put Doyle in that category, but I'll give it to Wesley. Least favorite character was Lindsay's boss throughout all that. Favorite character was Angel. We named season 1 Lucifer, our little crime-solving angel. And our finale name, we just named it Prophecies because Angel learns about his prophecy. I know that's not the groove of this. I know that's short. I know it's lackluster, and it probably wasn't worth the click. But that's really, all in all, season 1 with one last thing to do, and that's just our in memorial. So in loving memory to the following on Angel, which was Denise Perkins, Christina Clark, Russell Winters, Kevin, Sharon, Neil, Danny, Talamore, Marcus, Dr. Ronald Meltzer, Vic, Griff, Mao, Dennis, but Dennis is fine. Dennis's mom, basically. Caffrey, Russ, Mara Demon, or Moira Demon. I forgot how they actually pronounce that. Moira Demon, Lucas, Trask, Alien, Francis Doyle. Oh, Alan Francis Doyle. That's his full name. I typed that incorrectly and my eyes are a little blurry. Number 780, Barney, Jessica, Jenny, Reggie, Penn, Peter, an Ethros Demon, Baker, Mellish, Jack McNamara, Darren McNamara, Bobby, Ty, Alana Gunn, Knox, Lee Mercer, Vanessa Brewer, the Oracles, and Voca. That's your rest in peace for season 1 of Angel. I think it was a great season. I thought it was a lot of fun. I could be alone in that. I can't wait to see what goes from here, especially with Angel trying to fulfill his destiny in season 2. And then obviously the crossovers between Angel and Buffy. I feel like Angel will probably be in Buffy more than Buffy's in Angel. And characters could interlope. Like even the small moment of Angel making a phone call and then hanging up when Buffy answered, that's a good touch. There's a lot of good things brewing in the show, and I just look forward to it. All 22 episodes are here on YouTube for free to watch. They're also on Patreon if you want to support that way. I don't have anything else. Again, it feels bad because I'm just at over 15 minutes. It feels bad, but it is what it is. I imagine with less Buffy moving forward, season 2 will be more in depth for the recap when we get there. So for now, thanks for hanging out. All episodes of Buffy, all episodes of Angel, Patreon, YouTube. Links in the description box down below. Playlist up on screen. Stay cute, stay hydrated, and I will catch you on the next one.